Hey everybody, I'm going to show you the 4 things that generally fail when you start your first few businesses, how to look out for them and how to make sure they don't happen to you. Number 3 is wild. Watch this. So, number 1 is budgeting. And now when you think budgeting, a lot of people think, okay, how much money do I have to put up for this? It's not always money. It's budgeting your time. So when you budget for a new business venture, whether that be monetarily or time investment, sweat equity, always pad it. You are generally going to go over budget. There's not really much you can do about it. It's just one of those situations that you don't know enough at this point on what to look for, how to scope things, and it's something you'll learn as you obviously build more and go through the process. But whatever time investment you think it's going to be, add 20%, 30% to it. Whatever cost you think it's going to be, add 20 or 30% of it. And the piece that's going to really help you is meticulously keeping track. How many hours are you working on this a day? How much money have you put out so far to make sure this still works? You want to have all of these things lined up correctly, so that way you're able to at least track how far off you are, but just expect that it's okay. You will go off that budget. Just make sure you're aware of how much. You don't want to be caught with a credit card bill that you can't pay. So number 2 is you will hit a roadblock. There is no way around it. You're going to run into a problem that you think is a 10-foot wall that you can't get over. That's okay. It happens to everybody. It's just a matter of what process you put to get through it. One problem, one solution, one at a time. As long as you keep to those things, you will get through whatever roadblock you've got. There's very few roadblocks that are unpassable. The best way to go about it is to set up a brainstorm session for yourself. Make sure that you've got the information you need to solve the problem that you're trying to solve or pass through whatever roadblock it is, and make the best choice for you with information. Do not try to just figure it out without looking at the information first, because you may be trying to solve a problem that A, may not be a problem, and 2, you may be trying to solve the wrong problem. Data isn't going to lie to you. Number 3, scaling. And I know that this is generally a concept that people look at later. However, a lot of folks, myself included, want to scale early to get more customers, more revenue, so we can start building new things, adding new features, things like that. And it's okay to scale early. Just don't put yourself in debt to do it. Control how much you plan on spending to scale, and what's your model for scaling. Your first few times that you try audience transference, going from one platform to the next, to try to circulate your audience to be more generic and better well-rounded with more organic traffic, SEO, things like that, it probably isn't going to work the way you think it is, and that's okay. Scaling is one of those things that it's the same general concepts work for most businesses, but the exact approach of how it works for each business is going to be unique to you. So your particular scaling method and how you generate more traffic, more audiences, things like that, it's going to be universal to the steps of platforms, technology, things like that. But the approach on how you do it is going to be entirely dependent on you and your business and what your vision is for the company. The final one is your mental state. A lot of people skip this one, and it's just something that nobody really talks about too much, but being an entrepreneur and starting your own business and things like that is going to try you so hard with your mental state. And it's not just, can I not do this, but it's the fact of fear along with it, investment of too much money to where you're risking too much that you could end up homeless or any other extreme situation. All those factors go into your mind at the same time. And it's going to try you. It's going to put a challenge for you, but it's how you overcome that mental state and put yourself into a pace where you're not looking at problems and more problems, you're looking at problems and then solutions. And it takes a little bit of time for your brain to really turn that knob, to really start focusing about it like that. But once you've got it, again, there's no foolproof path for everybody. It's very, very unique, specific to a person and your life experiences. But once you've turned that knob for yourself, you'll start seeing that how simple the problems were, the solutions for them. You already know what the data is to back up the decision you're trying to make. It's a very clean process once you get there, and it seems almost magical when you look back at how your mental state was before versus now. Like, you don't look at things the exact same way you used to, and it's scary at first, but once you notice the improvements that it's made, not just in business, but just the rest of your life, it's a very cool skill set to have. So again, I appreciate it, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you guys want to know about anything else. See you guys later.